going to believe every word of what I'm about to tell you, but I am going to paint a $1,060 drone, aka an Air 2S Mavic, yellow. I'm going to use paint that I paid $4 for this can of paint, 199 pesos. I used about 20 pesos worth of tape, and now I'm going to show you the final destination here is going to be the drone. So we have the drone taped off. We have the paint, and it's just a quick masking job. It's nothing special. Now, why am I doing this? Well, let me make it. Let me give you a visual. You see the sky in the Philippines. 90% of the time, the sky is gray, and then if there is blue, it's a blue-gray. And what color is the drone? It's gray. Yesterday, the visibility of the drone was such that after it got about 100 feet away, you couldn't see it. If it was anywhere in the direction of the sun, it disappeared. So then you had to look at the screen of the phone to see what direction the drone was facing in, so you could move it often to the direction towards you or away from you or towards something else. However, the screen was grayed out because of the sun at noon here was so bright that you were not able to see the drone in the screen. So then two things happened. One, you were not able to see the drone in the screen because I didn't have the shadow box to go around the iPhone 13 Pro Max, which I ordered today. And two, the drone is gray, and so is the sky. So today, what I'm going to do is I'm only going to paint the side of the drone and the inside of the brackets of the arms yellow. And it's just going to be the side mostly. And the reason for that is if I see yellow, I will know that the drone is not facing me, either 90 degrees to the starboard or 90 degrees to the port. Then I will know that there's no no obstacle avoidance sensor on the side of the drone. So if I am 20 feet away from the drone and I don't see yellow, it'll mean I'm looking at the front or the back of the drone. I can go forward or back. But if I see yellow, it means that the drone is facing in a direction that if I push the control, the drone will hit any obstacle on the port or the starboard side. Port or starboard side. So if it's facing towards the port side this way and I see yellow, I know that if I push the control, it can come directly and hit me, personally hit me, or hit someone else. And if I push it that way, it can hit a tree, a brick wall, a fence, or anything on its way. But because it doesn't have port or starboard side obstacle avoidance sensors. So we're going to, Daisy, my lovely assistant Daisy May, she shook this can of Pilox yellow up, and guapo, mayan hapon. Salamat. We're going to paint this now. So I've not used this yellow before, but I think it'll be a perfect yellow because any yellow is a perfect yellow. So I taped off the buttons that open and close the batteries. I taped off, there's a fan outlet here. There is an outlet for an SD card here. On the other side, there's a fan outlet and an outlet for a USB-C port plug. So let's get started with this. Let me give it a schmutz. Oh, it's a pretty yellow. Oh yeah, baby. I can feel it. I can feel the love.
No, wait. That's spray?
Oh yeah, there's love. The love of yellow. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I'm gonna let that dry off for a minute or so. My lovely assistant is moving some of the clothes that she washed this morning. Daisy, the lovely Daisy May. She also helped me with the masking of the drone. She's been very helpful while she's here. But like all good things, as Jesus said, and this too shall pass. Okay, so that's one coat. If you guys have a question, I just did a $1,000 paint job on this drone. Now I did cover up the front, the vertical obstacle sensors, the front, the rear obstacle sensors, and I covered, of course, the bottom obstacle sensors and the propellers. So I'm a very good painter, especially whenever it comes to painting something yellow. I'm the man. So no one else has ever done this, although it makes perfect sense to do this because it is a gray drone in a gray sky with a gray background. Now, I know people are going to say, well, that's crazy. It is crazy. It is crazy. There's no doubt about it. The whole concept of painting such an expensive toy is, especially as crudely as I'm doing it, but it needs to be done. So I'm done. So now what I'm going to do...
You won't. Don't go there.
What, honey?
You won't.
Okay, thank you. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is just clear out the bottom of the can. Now I tried to get the sticker that has the face on it on the top here. It's a little too big. I got to find a smaller sticker. So let's make sure I got it all covered. I think I missed a spot here. Right there. Right there. Okay. Now the next thing to do is to wait about 2 or 3 minutes. And then after I wait a few minutes...
Maybe you can paint over there. It's in it.
What?
You can paint over there.
Why?
In it.
So, and then I'm going to take off I'll wait 2 or 3 minutes just till it dries a little bit. What do we have in there? We have... So if anybody has a question or wants to make a comment, now would be a good time. Now, if you have something you want me to paint, you send it to the Philippines, care of Michael Fazio. I'll paint it, and then I'll figure out the amount of time it took me to mask it off and paint it. and then I'll charge you accordingly. Of course, if you choose yellow, you'll get a 20% discount right from the get-go because I already have a can of yellow. I don't have to go to the store. But if you choose another color, it'll just be 20% more than what I would have charged you for the yellow, depending on the item, plus tax and shipping. So I woke up this morning and I understand it's Labor Day in America. I've been gone so long from America, I forgot that today was Labor Day. And I don't know how, but a news feed came on I was watching a video, not one of my videos, and a news feed popped up because it was on continuous, like where it goes to the next video. And the news feed, I watched the news from America for the first time in several months, and it was nothing but depressing. It was just nothing. I watched 5 minutes of it and I couldn't watch anymore. The stuff that's going on in America is the same stuff that's been going on in America for 30 years. Nothing seems to change. Nothing. What changed? You had the main case that was on the news was about a woman that was abducted by a man who had been previously incarcerated for 20 years for kidnapping. And I was talking to Scott about that, and Scott said that they think they found the woman's body, but she's not alive. So the man who kidnapped somebody 20 years ago, went to jail for 20 years, however much time he served, got out, and almost immediately did it again. That's been going on since I was a child, where they just rotate these people in and out of the system. That was one very depressing story. Then we had Joe Biden. What was Joe Biden? He was talking about Trump. Now, I don't like Trump, but I don't like Biden. I don't like politicians. So whatever he was saying about Trump, I don't know if it was true or not, because no one knows whether or not what the politicians are saying is true. That's what I mean about the same news going on for 30 years. No one knows if anything that is ever said in the news itself is true. Then there was another article. Some sports team, somebody may have said something racist at the end of the game, and they're going to get to the bottom of this. After all these years listening to the news today, probably I haven't listened to the news. Well, I could honestly say I don't remember. It's been years since I listened to a news story from America. Nothing's changed. They just changed the names in the articles, but the news itself doesn't change. There was something else about gun control. Gun control has been going on since I was a child. There's also, that's another whole series of political activities that nothing changes. There is no such thing as getting the guns off the street. Eventually, yeah, that'll happen. But right now, nothing has changed in 20 years since I got involved with YouTube. Nothing has changed with gun control laws. The laws just get more and more stringent and nothing happens. And in retrospect, all of the so-called groups of people that had large caches of weapons they never really ever committed a large-scale upheaval against the government. It's just the government saying that it's going to happen, it's going to happen, it's going. They've been saying it's going to happen for 30 years, and it never happened. They have something called the Proud Boys. Did they ever? No, they didn't. But they say they're going to. Nothing has changed. The only thing that has changed is the color of this drone. So, that's the only thing that has changed. And trolls are not welcome on my channel. So, don't troll my channel. I don't care how politely you put it. When there is an update on something, you'll get it. Don't ask me for it because that's trolling. Trolls are not allowed on my channel. I don't understand. Hey, Daisy. There's Bob. He's still, whatever he got hurt on the motorcycle, he's riding the motorcycle again. So, okay, so we're about ready to start the unmasking.
Drone.
Guapo.
Guapo si Mike. Drone, Michael, drone.
Good.
Drone.
Drone. You want to be in the video?
Okay. Apply.
You cannot just fly it. It doesn't fly because you say it. It should fly. You need a control. Do you have a controller? No controller. I don't have the controller hooked up. You got to hook the controller up. Not easy, Dominic. Not so easy. It takes about half an hour to set up the controls. You have to connect to the internet with the phone, and then you have to put the information, your name, your telephone number, your channel identification number.
Michael, battery.
That's a battery. A battery. Kasabut battery? Battery. So, if I wanted to make the drone work, it would take about a half hour. So I'm not going to do that. Not today. Maybe tomorrow. Video after lunch. Unless, no, I don't think I'll be flying it today. Because the paint, if it gets dust on the paint, the sand, the grabia will stick to the drone. Not good. Color yellow.
Yellow.
The best. God's color. Jesus loves yellow.
Yellow.
Oh, yeah.
White, not white. Yellow. Only
Because the sky is gray. Daisy.
Dog.
Really? Daisy?
Patay.
No, she's sleeping. Come out here for a minute.
Dog ko.
She will explain it. Explain to Dominic why we're painting the drone yellow because of the sky color.
Dog man.
Samot ka?
Dog.
Samot ka sa iyo, no? Dali na makita. Kay Gray. Mag-ana
Lagi?
na ganito. Sikag ana. Asa
Pa.
naman to?
Ah,
Dali na
pero
makita.
kaya hilo man.
O, siga ang mata. Siga.
Kay, siga mata kung kaya.
Parang siga ang mata ba?
Mura na imong singa na.
O.
Ha? The same color na your dress ba? The same color na.
Siya.
The same color yellow.
Yes,
Mm,
the same color,
mangga,
yellow,
mangga, like mango.
like a mango.
Lagi nga, man, may video na. Kamu duha live. Baling disco, aling musawal. Sakay mo daw. Adik sabot na. Hiling, lagi hilo, no? Ida kuluding na kay nga, no?
Hindi ko makita. Mga bright.
Hmm.
Bright color.
Pati mo matapot. Na, hiling ito nga. Na ito marking nga, kulor hilo. Na, spray na. Hilo, art yellow. Leisure. Okay. Pilot.
No, oh, okay. Okay, Ugma, well, we'll start the drone, but not today. Because if it gets dust on it, it will stick.
Ugma na ugma.
Ugma.
Mapa ka po ni ugaw. Makulit ang ugaw.
Dash in the wind. Kuya, wala. Mahal doon. Di ka pa siwinta eh.
Sigalas na. Same.
Sila ha. Abot yun eh. Dito sila palitan, no? Dito sila ha. Sila palitan, sila ha. Dito palitan sila ha na. Made in Philippines, Miguel? Ha? Made in the Philippines?
No. Made in China.
Okay na.
Okay, I think I got it all now.
Kuya, gulo na. Auto.
Okay, Amping. Okay, so there you have it.
Like auto, Michael.
Yes. There you have it. The drone has been painted yellow. Finally. It's been bothering me for days to see that gray drone. And yesterday when I flew it with Daisy by the Bellevue, it would get about 75 to 100 feet away and it would just disappear. And I mean disappear. The only way you could see it is if the drone was between you and a building or you and a tree. But if it was between you and the sky 100 feet away, it was a gray drone on a gray sky with blue background. Facing into the sun, it just disappeared. So then you'd have to look, again, you'd have to look at the screen on the phone. And the screen on the phone was whited out because of the sun. So you couldn't see the direction of the drone in the screen if the sun, because it was noontime in the sun. So you'd have to like cover over the screen enough that you could see what direction it was facing in and face it towards, I was near the ocean, face it towards the ocean, fly it towards the ocean, and then when it got parallel to the shoreline where you are, then you'd be able to see it again. It's not easy doing this. What are you worried about? Why would you worry about that? Did you pay for the drone? Not another comment from you. Thank you. Warranty void. Why would it void out the warranty? And what are you worried about? Have you contributed to the drone force? You people have nothing better to do with your lives. Nothing at all. It's amazing how many people on YouTube have nothing to do but to talk about things that have nothing to do with their life, never will have anything to do. Why don't you show us something of yours? Show us the name of your channel. Show us some video. Show us something that you have created. Show us something that you have done. Then I will give you some recognition or FaceTime. But 99% of you people have no accomplishments that you've shown on YouTube. Why would you come and bother me? Just to bother me? Which goes to show you have no life. You have no understanding of reality. Your reality is living life vicariously through people like me. Oh, the warranties. So what do you care about the warranty? And why would it void out the warranty? The electronics are inside the drone. I didn't paint the sensors. I didn't spray paint inside the controller. I spray painted a drone. You people have no understanding of reality. In reality, you have no understanding. Your lives are small, insignificant little blips in the cosmic scheme of things, and you don't do anything to make it better. Show me a video where it says if I spray the outside of a drone, it would void out the warranty, instead of jumping to some assumption. And let me explain something further. There are no drone repair services in Bohol or anywhere else. And anywhere they do repair drones, they look at the inside electronics, not the outside. You could put decals on the drone. You could, I've seen people airbrush drones. So because I sprayed it with a can of yellow, is that any different than airbrushing a blue or a green on the drone? No, it's not. But that's how far your minds move ahead of your mouth. Not very far at all. It's an amazing thing. The ignorance in YouTube. If ignorance was a state of bliss, Mikey Ward would be as a god among men. Figure that one out. If ignorance was a state of bliss, Mikey Ward would be as a god among men. Yeah, that's true. You're a mental midget. You just didn't know it until I explained it to you. You're an amazingly stupid race of people. You have every option in the world to learn how to be more productive in life, but you don't. What I just showed you could save your drone from a major accident, but no, you choose to see the negative. Because Mikey Ward, if ignorance was as a state of bliss, you'd be a god among men. Now, if it doesn't get much more clear than that, although I doubt very much you could figure that out. An amazing thing. People are amazing. Always with the negative. Always with the negative. Not the fact that what I did could save a life. It could save the drone. It could save the drone from crashing into something. And it could help me find the drone in tall grass. If the drone was somehow to fall down into tall grass or get stuck in a tree could have green and gray leaves in it or brown leaves. How could you see the drone? But if it's yellow, you'd be able to see it. So it kind of anti-camouflage. But no, Mikey Ward has to look at the negative aspect of painting something yellow. Because Mikey Ward, I'll say it again, if ignorance was a state of bliss, Mikey Ward would be as a god among men. So 30 minutes is enough of this. Thanks for watching. And God day to everybody from Michael Fazio in the Philippines, baby. So if you want to know how to anti-camouflage your drone, and you have a gray drone and gray skies, here it is. This is the solution. Gray drone, gray skies, sun blaring into the shield, into the face, into the screen of your phone, whiting out the screen of your phone. At least you have a possible percentage upward of being able to see and quantify where the drone is in the sky against the gray background. Thanks for watching, and of course, I'm Bing Permy from Michael Fazio and Daisy May in the Philippines, baby. That's right. Oy vey.